All right, hey there, folks. We are back in the aftermath of a less than ideal beginning. As you probably saw in episode 1. If you didn't, then you can go watch episode 1. You can find out what I'm talking about. But we should be on the retreat. This is where we were, right? Over here. Yeah, it was just a confluence of bad choices on my part. My goodness, those are, I don't know, it seems like fairly high casualties. Yeah, we made bad decisions or just had bad timing before the battle in terms of allocating stuff. And it carried over in battle. Yeah, and there's no there's no silver lining. I'm kind of looking for one, and I'm just coming up with nothing. I guess maybe the silver. No, it's not even a silver lining of the battle. It's yeah, we have a little bit longer on this action, but we'll see what that gets us. But okay, that one wasn't us, but we have quite a bit to do here. We'll just see how things go. I'm wondering whether some of these camp decisions even make sense to do. Oh, that's right. I forget that. I am a prestige hound. I guess minus 27%. I don't know about that one. Leisure time. I just don't know that I really need to motivate my men because we shouldn't be fighting for a while. Yeah, we're not doing anything with readiness. Recruitment's not going to be that long. I guess we'll just keep it like this. I kind of hesitated and thought about maybe getting rid of... Oh, it was McDowell that went down. That's the casualty that had my men unnerved. All right, I missed that entirely. I don't know how or why, but I did. Yeah, and I still got... Said 943, probably more like 700 or 800, because you never usually get that all the way down to 0, but... morale recovery... Yeah, we're on friendly territory, which is nice. My goodness, what am I hearing? I'm hearing this. Yeah, it looks like you guys somehow won the 183 men in that combat. Wow, that's a 5-star... That's a 5-star garrison. I don't know how that's possible, but apparently it is. I just wonder what the experience... I don't know how they got to 5 stars. I made a slight tweak to the XP gain. I hope that wasn't it, because if it is... we gotta change things in the other direction. I mean, it was changing it, I think, from... I don't know, was it 1,000 casualties? Oh. What's this? He's a master of deception. Okay. We're gonna put this dude to work. Click on the wrong... No, headquarters is here. There's two is... Oh, I didn't even know that this Austrian banker... I don't remember ever seeing that. I had no idea. Alright, banking and stock brokering. Brokering, yeah. And the Inglorious Partisan. Dude, this is a motley crew for the ages, man. Alright, so then I'll show you how to use these in camp. I don't think it tells you yet. Hold on. I don't think it tells you what they'll do specifically. No, it doesn't look like. So we'll have to kind of feel around for it. You can probably tell by some of the stuff. But if there's an option to move someone into the slot, then that tells you you could do it. So not there. Okay, so here, apparently I can send them to consult my companions, which is pretty much themselves in another. Let's see what else we could do. All right, so leisure time, the banker can do. All right, that's actually a good one to free up an hour. We're not there yet, man. Hold on. Military studies they can't help out with. Engage in politics they can't help out with. They can't help the men. They can't inspect logistics. They can't help recruit. The Inglorious Partisan can't help recruit? Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so then it looks like the only play is what? The banker here. Yes, and the partisan there. Oh, maybe because I signed the partisan here. Well, whatever. They're companions. We'll just keep them there. We have an additional 2 hours. Again, since I am a prestige hound, we're going to go for that. We got enough in recruitment. I think I need to continue trying to get my stats up early on. Again, those are going to travel with me. I think whatever these are. Your military thinking and attributes, and this should tell us. So player attributes plus 2.5%. All right. Yeah, that's good to know. And again, this is just to get the actions done more quickly. So that'll be that. I think I'm going to pause you all since I assume being on the lowest readiness, we don't have too much to do. Except maybe get attacked by the army of the Shenandoah, which is kind of, I was going to say funny. It's not exactly funny, but... Oh! Alright, so just when you thought you were going to get away. Also, doesn't the Inglorious Partisan kind of look like me? I guess not. Maybe. Man, my cunning is up. Yeah, I might be predictable, but that's higher than it was. We're here for actions. We have a ton of money, but not necessarily enough money to do what we want, which is this one, which is to convert this into prestige raiding party. What is this? Increase your cunning? No. Not worth it. I still don't really see much advantage to cunning when you're actually in control. None of those are interesting to me as... Oh. Double it each year. Can I? I can't do 2 of these yet. Alright. This seems like one we should do soon. But this one I'm pretty certain actually works. So we're going to do this one to get ourselves over $1,000. Then we should be able to pull one from the... Yeah, we'll be able to pull one in influence. I don't think we're anywhere near... We're really not near promotion. But then when we are, I would look to get that banker. Which is good, because one of the things, I don't know that I actually said it in the last episode, but I found that the builds I did, being that I was trying to answer the questions more or less as I would have actually answered them, we were getting very few companions and not that many good ones. I did say that in that episode. And so I thought a random build, almost anything would have probably attracted more companions. Not that those are always good things, but, I thought it would be a little bit more interesting to do. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to pause you and bring you back when we actually have some movement. It's worth mentioning that right now, if we had just started the campaign at its regular start date, it would have been maybe 10 days in. All right, so we actually are having some logistics problems that... Right, we have no provisions. Everybody else has, actually, I guess that's just generally true of the army. So I don't know if we're going to be that much better. But the morale is much worse. Our morale of our division is like 30%. So I don't know if that's just an aftermath of the last battle or what. But we might actually need to think about... we're getting some of the troops in that we needed, which is a good thing. Leisure time. All right, that's the banker, so we can't really change that too much. I guess we could. You know what? We'll just put one over here, and hopefully that helps. All right, and we'll see if the army of the Shenandoah attacks us. It certainly has the numbers too, if it wants. Heinzelman and his no stars versus Johnston and his 3. It's gonna be rough if that happens. All right, I might be coming in with a different song than we left, but I had to make some changes because the CSA is recruiting too much, and it's because, I don't know, some of the modding is such a pain because there's so much to do in so many different places. It's great that we have those choices, but inevitably some things get lost. But anyways, we just finished our action, which allowed us to get that done. So we're now over the $1,000 mark. So now we can trade that $1,000 for 1,000 prestige. And so this has actually happened much more quickly than I thought. I think this has happened in the span of 3 months. So if every 3 months you can just net 600 prestige by running that circle, and if you have more time, hours you want to commit to it in camp, you could even get quite a bit more. I'm actually thinking, is it worth it to put stuff in politics when maybe we should just increase the speed at which those actions are done and get that cycle moving quickly? With all 5 hours in here, we get only 1,000 prestige a year. It seems like we get a lot more just by running through the cycle. I understand the cycle runs anyways, but we have to put at least 1 hour in leisure time. I think you can only go up to a max of 4, so I don't think it's like we could just put everything here and it would be okay. But I think that we could probably move some stuff from engaging in politics over to there. I don't know, but that's at least what I'm thinking. And so I didn't actually check to see how long this was going to take. Probably would have been a good thing. Since it still just went through, I know this one usually takes a while, so 56 days. Let's see if we move 2 hours from here over to here. Let's see what we get. And we'll let that run for a little bit. We'll see if that makes any difference. But again, the Army of the Shenandoah close by. I'm actually really concerned about, What? I actually wasn't reading this, so I don't know. When the glorious one according to you is the most cunning gorilla is spelled with 2 R's, fighter you've ever known, his war-fighting methods are not always acceptable. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That happens. Well, I understand why people don't like me. I get it, yeah. Funding 1, well, that's needed. All right, I think I can pause you yet again. Tell me that supplies are eventually gonna come here. I mean, they should be drawn, I think, from Frederick. I mean, I know we're going for a supply depot, but we'll see what we can do with our boys. Maybe there's nothing we're gonna be able to do. See, they're at 42, so I think their morale has actually gone down. Yeah, so we don't... Yeah, ours has too. And that's probably entirely because of supply. Yeah, it's the condition. Low ammo, low food, poor condition. I mean, we'll switch stuff out of... We'll move it to here. I don't think it's going to make a difference. That would be my prediction. Alright, so I didn't notice a huge difference when putting all those hours into that. I mean, maybe it's something that needs a little bit more, but actually we seem to be in pretty good... We moved to Washington, D.C., so we're actually okay in some of those respects. So I think we're going to put maybe some more of this back into politics here and just get that natural kind of prestige growth. But with that action done, we now have quite a bit of prestige. We could get rifles for our boys, or probably more likely it's time to start building up the at least the general staff. And yeah, we'll go with the folks here who are quite good. What's the difference here? Leadership and readiness plus 7. Leadership and readiness plus 8. Man, that guy, this must be from later in life. Those guys are the same age? I guess at the time of the war they were. Alright, so that's I think enough spending there. And then maybe we'll go back and we'll run... What's the deal with this? This is 250. Oh, so I can't... That's right, I can't even do it until I get promoted. Alright. And we can't do this one yet. So we gotta go back to this trade. So we'll do that. Do we have... Yeah, I mean, we still got 3 hours into it, so I don't think that's bad at all. Probably now that we're supplied, I would gather that we're in a lot better shape. You can see we have almost completely reinforced. This is like 6 weeks after that battle. We've got, reinforcements for everyone. We're still unstable, though. So we're at 27, and the force we're in overall... Let's just see if is at 40. So yeah, we've been quite a bit behind, I think, for a while. So maybe we just need to focus less on that and get these guys situated, and then yeah, and readiness is pretty bad. I didn't check that now, but I think once we get our readiness back, then we can redistribute those points into other things that might travel with us. Yeah, recruiting more forces would be nice. Getting Springfield rifled muskets for my 2nd Brigade would also be nice, or just better weapons in general. All those things we could certainly do with. And I'm just looking here at what we have up top here. Yeah. That's right. Now that we actually have HQ, folks, we need to put some time into that. I'm not sure where we draw from at the moment. I guess we focus. My goodness, that was quick. That was like less than a week to get that done. Let's run it again. Yeah, and that'll put us back up over 1,000. I mean, if we're able to get it done that quickly and just keep netting 600 prestige with, what, 2 or 3 hours in it? Yeah, that's not too shabby at all. But yeah, we gotta try to do something there. I'm just not sure where else to take from. I mean, our readiness really is a problem. But my staff is gonna travel with me, so I kind of want to make sure we're on good terms. As are my companions, although I don't really care as much about this. I'm not sure that I can ever get more than 2 hours out of them. So greatly increase the positive effects. All right, well, I feel like 2 hours should be... Yeah, I mean, plus 50%. That seems really good for 2 hours into it. If I had more companions doing more, I would probably feel even better, but... so current bonus here. Well, that needs to run out more. All right. Back on pause you go. All right, so probably about a month has passed since I last tried to run pause, and it was just us trying to recoup our readiness. Hey, it's 1861. This is the kind of stuff that happens. There might be a battle we're moving to here in the District of Columbia. Maybe there isn't. It looks like I'm still a little while away from getting the 2nd completion of... It's this political rally thing here. Right? That's what I'm talking about? So 20 days would pretty much... Yeah, so it's end of November. Which means the whole loop is about 10 weeks. I think for the 2 takes of fundraising and then to do this. Yeah, it's about 10 weeks. So you can run that 5 times a year. And if you net 600 prestige each time, then that's 3,000 prestige a year. And honestly, all you got to do to invest... All I have is 2 hours in leisure time. And so, why put... I don't know why I would put so much in this if in a year having... I think the max is 4 or 5 hours in this. It's only... I think it's 5 hours. Would only net me 1,000 prestige. It seems like there's so much more in doing it elsewhere. And maybe I'll just make an adjustment now. But... And yeah, the companion's doing it. So... Or doing the bulk of it. So... Yeah, I'm not too sure about whether it makes sense to plow things into engage politics if you can do that. We still need to get promoted. Again, we're... What rank are we? Colonel? Yeah, we are a colonel. We need... I think when we get up to Brigadier General, I think we get a 2nd. Does it tell us? Why can I never remember this? Well, I guess we'll find out when we get there. But that... Were those really my stats? I don't know, man. I mean, compared to the other playthroughs, it seems pretty good. But all right, it doesn't look like we had a battle. We just got the notice that winter season started, and of course we moved over to here. And now the CSA is doing what the CSA always does when the AI controls it, which is to attack. And this time they're attacking in winter season when they're really not supposed to. It's like a very low probability that they do it, and yet they'll too frequently do it. But you know, during the actual war, the CSA did invade the Union when it had the chance to. So I guess everybody whines about it being strange. I guess it's strange when they get up into like Connecticut, but Oh, and also we got the we lost some of the other things that were against us, but then we gained the laughing stock. So it seems like a lot of the events are kind of negative. Yeah, all right, fine. It is what it is. But yeah, if we're just in camp here all winter, there's nothing that you have to hang out and watch. All right, so it's looking like we actually are going to have to attack the CSA in the winter here. Johnston's and Beauregard's Corps. This is a big force. Yeah, 44,000. And we have about 60,000 between our... Well, it looked like we were going to, and now we're not moving anywhere. I'm also coming to the conclusion... All right, so that's that. Yeah. That I don't see at Division Command why readiness matters. I mean, what does it have to do with how you perform in battle? It doesn't seem to me that it does. So I think... I don't remember what the max... Yeah, I don't remember what the max time is spent there, but I'll certainly put that there. Yeah, I get it. Oh, forgot to decrease that. I don't think motivating the men... Yeah, motivating the men is no longer something we need to worry about. We're okay there. Recruitment numbers are okay. How's my health? My health actually hasn't been an issue this campaign, which is just odd. Yeah. So we want to move some stuff. What do we got? We got 4 hours to play with here. So maybe we'll do that a little bit better. These guys, I don't want them to flake out on me if I need them. Them, I intend to... Staff skill in your HQ is... It's actually not that great. Alright, we'll continue trying to build them up, and yeah, we'll continue pursuing politics. I'm not going more for training. Our readiness, or our training level is already regular, and it's December, so I feel like why bother? And, we're not here to sit through auto-resolve, so we're going to go ahead and hop into the battle here. We have the 3D mod, the improved 3D models mod. Good luck saying that ever. And, we'll get to see what things look like, and maybe we'll get to steal some other... Need some water there mid-sentence, as one does, and we'll get to steal maybe some other divisions, or at least some other brigades, and hopefully use them more fruitfully, and do it at the beginning, not when you're about to run out of casualties. That's the wrong time to do it. I was just used to the casualty levels in the old campaign that I had been playing up until recently, and so, yeah, that's why I did that. But let's see what we get here, and let's try to get a W here to finish out 1861. All right, so we got the Antietam map, which all War of Rights lovers should enjoy. I do. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need this here. I do want to keep an eye on this stuff. It's got our money. It's... yeah. And our prestige is absolutely fine. For real this time, it is. And so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and press play. I already know where we're... I'm certain that they're going to order us here. So we're going to go ahead and try to move on up here. Take the Rohrback farm in the lower bridge. 5x speed is as much as we can reserve. What? Okay. I guess I saw things my way. I mean, you can see it's 4:30 in the afternoon, so we're going to pretty quickly end up going to the end of day cycle. I didn't even bother checking to see where the CSA. I figured it was somewhere over here. You know, it's that old kind of Gettysburg thing, the north coming in from the south, south coming in from the north. But yeah, I assume that we're going to have a redeployment coming up pretty soon. So I'm going to spare you all that and bring you back in when we're set up and ready to go, or at least there's more to say and show than we have now. I'm mostly just recording this to see if there's any weirdness that takes place during deployments. So, whoa. All right, we want to get out of the saddle here. We have the HQ in the saddle, which I liked it. I still like it. I don't know if I like it as much as I used to. I don't know. We were on the left of our line before. This is just a terrible place to kind of deploy. We already have a fence here, but there are fences down here as well. There's a creek here as well, but this is slightly higher ground. So I think the thing that meets all of our requirements, and I don't know if this is for the entire force or if my division, I don't think my division is supposed to have 13 engineering points this soon. That seems a bit wrong. So, I mean, this is the key point, right? This bridge here. So if we want to defend that, we want to, and I showed this in a recent tutorial, if you kind of bend, it's super cheesy, but, you know. Well, I don't know how much of this I actually want to do. Here, we'll do this. Okay, we've got to off-select a unit. All right, second level, third level, fourth level. All right, so that's our engineering points. That's fine. And the reason why you might want to put those bends in is because, see, when you do it like this, you get this really wide arc that is, I'm going to get this wrong. It looks like it's about 90 degrees, whereas this looks like it's maybe closer to 60 degrees and no real loss of range. And so if you can get those in, I would usually say go ahead and do it. All right, so I actually put them in the wrong order, right? So if these guys have Springfield rifled muskets, we want them with as much range as possible. Over here, you only really got to get up to the bridge, and so as long as you get up to the bridge, you should be okay. We got to the deployment zone, so we're okay there. And yeah, I'm just going to go press play, and we'll see if we get weirdness. All right, we have not gotten weirdness. And we got 30 points of reaching the combat zone. We did get weirdness. Look at that. All right, so then this is one where I actually have video and I can show the devs I wasn't on pause for once. Let's go try to get our... Let's try to get our spot back. Our guys are going to come in with hypothermia if they have to actually march through that, but we'll go at 5x. Yeah, we'll take ranges off. I don't really need to see them anymore, as long as I remember to move the people I should move. But yeah, I hate losing the 3D models angle while we still have the mod working. Okay, wait, it's not gone? Okay, that's what I need to do. Objective. Uh-oh. No, don't defend there. No, that's all wrong. Okay, we may have that, but we want to get up to our entrenchments. They're too good not to have. Let me just make sure I get the right unit in the right spot. All right, yeah, Springfield muskets. You're gonna get there. Yes. And you, with your... Wait, what? My goodness. I swore that said Springfield muskets. Anyhow, we'll eventually get this right, folks. I swear. But I'm not going to make you watch me fumble around any further. As soon as I hit anything to pause this, they gave me a new objective, which was to act as the reserve in exactly the location I was in. Or exactly the location I was going to. So, yeah, we just kind of got to accept that for what it is. And we'll have to leave it up to other units that have Oh, I guess we don't have to leave it up to the other units to find where they are. Now it's just a matter of will we make it there in time. I guess we lost double quick when we moved out of it, or when we got new movement orders. I wish when you selected it, it just stayed selected. That would be nice. For right now, I don't want to see the objective zone. Right? I want this thing looking as clean as possible. I'm even going to put us away. I have 1.5k prestige. That is, got it. We're going to engage at will. Holy moly, how does another division have 1 star? No, wait, 3 stars. Why was it so hard to count that high? Patterson, I only adjusted the XP gain. It was not a lot. It was like 2 1,000ths to 3 1,000ths, which I know is like a 50% gain, but that's because I sat in a battle, took 1,000 casualties, probably dealt more than that in several routes, and none of my units got anything. I don't even think I made any adjustments to perks. Not that those seem to be on the table at this point. But maybe Patterson's just been engaged a lot more. I don't know. If we build up crazy XP, we will have to tone it down. Because I don't like that either, but I have no idea how these other brigades are getting this. Unless it's happening in auto-resolve battles, and the devs have indicated on the forums that might be a thing. And that's too bad. I mean, these units will get bled out during the war. And so there will be a little bit there that kind of saves it, but... Oh, we're exhausted? I guess for reasons only known to us, we got exhausted. Meanwhile, these guys are winded. I mean, I knew they were marching in line, which is not smart, but... We are going to kick out skirmishers. I think... You know what we're going to do? Because exhausted troops are just worse fighters, they reload slower, there are morale issues. We're actually just going to order those who are ready to go. And we're going to have these guys stop right here. And I'm going to poke along and make my way to the front. And we'll try to get the brigade that can engage to engage. Let me see if there's anybody over here I want. How much for Kimes division? Only 123 prestige for 8,000 troops? This early on? Give me that brigade. Or that division. Alright, and they're crack troops, man. They don't have good weapons. They have to close the distance. That's fine. What we're going to do with these guys, because they're facing skirmishers, is move them up. I don't recall seeing these guys. Yeah, they're rested. Yeah, well rested, all that other stuff. So we're going to move them at the double. Meanwhile, I could pay half that cost for just one brigade. I'm not sure why I would do that. I guess you take whatever's on offer, if you have to. Alright. Since we're not in the saddle, I guess we can see everything. HQ in the saddle is cool, but like I said, you kind of miss out on some of the 3D models, parapet and obstacles, and if we can't see those, and you know, in addition to modding the camera zoom height, right? Like, this looks good. It's not just me, right, that thinks that? I hope not. Whoa, these guys are getting a bit saucy up here. Just... Abercrombie usually does well for me in campaign. I'm not sure why those two brigades are marching through one another, or why they appear to have moved backwards before moving forwards, but we don't ask questions like this. move these guys over to here. Hopefully they're the ones getting shot at. I never had good luck with these ranges and getting the brigades to accept them and keep them. Order delays are on. I don't know if oh, okay, so we got them in a route. That was great. We're going to send those guys in to scout. All right, and so I don't know what opened up, but we see that there is a unit downhill in a creek. And we have Abercrombie coming over here. We got Cook coming over here. What? Oh, yeah, that's good to know too. So we're in the parapet and ops. Are you kidding me? Okay, good. All right, they actually were kidding me that time. These guys need a longer break. That's completely fine. Yeah, this is my mistake. These guys, I should have kept in the parapet and obstacles. Right now, we can just walk them back. As long as we can keep those reinforcements from supporting the force that's already here. And honestly, with these guys, I don't want them moving up anymore. They are standing. They are mounted on their horses in front of us, and oh, unfortunately, they're going to end up withdrawing backwards. I do know that we have forces on the right. It was certainly not wise to take units that are both on the far left and the far right of my line. But if you look at the rest of our force, I was taking the units that are likely to be in combat here. All right. So they're there. We can just have them lay down. They're getting into position. That's fine. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it with them. But what we are going to do is push up here. I think this unit, right? I think this whole division is pretty much Springfield muskets. But yeah, range is not our friend. And while you're not ours, we are going to fall back. All right, they're not getting the parapet and obstacles? They're not? Well, that's unfortunate. Let's get them back into the parapet and obstacles. Well, are they going to route? Yep. Well, we'll see if I can get them back in before they route. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Let's stand up. They're tired. All right, they're almost ready to be brought back, though. All right, all we're going to do here is turn, stay down. The enemy is not too close. That is a lie. All right, well played here by the AI. Did we get? Yeah, we got them back before they routed. That's great news. And then I'm gonna try to move into that position there that'll allow us to shoot all the way around. That's what I'm trying to say. What are you guys doing? Okay, yeah. I'm glad that unit's not under my control. Because I have concerns about them. Who is? I think it's Kime, right? It's Kime, that's my division. Yeah. Oh. Well, you know what? There's no reason why we have to stay on the right. It looks like our friendlies have devised a better plan than whatever we had. And we'll also kick out some skirms. How goes the battle overall? It's in our favor for now. Are we able to shoot them, though? It says we're firing. It says they are. The models seem to show smoke and we're reloading, so that's all good. Yeah, and they don't like what they're getting. That's understandable. What we do with these guys is withdraw them. I'm gonna withdraw. No, oh. We're gonna fall back with these forces, and we're gonna become the new left of this force, and that's how we're gonna push. We're gonna try to get them to overlook here and shoot up several of those brigades. Skirmishers we're leaving behind. Well, the skirmishers we're leaving behind. Pennsylvania artillery. Yeah, I have no idea how they're getting so much experience there. That one is a thunker. Nice to see that our volunteer brigade though got some casualties, though it feels like they probably should. I mean, +8 on that volley. Certainly not their first. She looks good to me, man. Right, so that's Palmer, who's out there probably to just get shot. Is Negley mine? Or Kimes? I think so, yeah. Negley is. Not Negley's skirmishers, though. Well, Negley's skirmishers are, but that's not who I'm looking at right now. We'll have Abercrombie go up and engage them. Yes. Alright, Negley is the problem here. We're not getting him to follow orders. Alright, we're going to have to pursue these guys a bit, it looks like. That's fine, we will have the high ground. Their tire ring, that's, you know what, we're just going to march them on the outside. I would prefer to have my longer range units on the outside, but, no. We'll make do with what we have here. Alright, let's move up. We do want to make it bloody here and try to get our prestige back that we invested, and we are just getting nada out of Negley. So the other thing we can do is recall those skirmishers and get up close. Okay. They're there, that's fine. What we're going to have them do now is turn and join the party over there. We're going to have these guys actually come up here and try to finish off that line. And so we'll kind of worry about that part of the left and the center. And we're going to have to rely on the AI to do the rest. I would bet, yeah, those two brigades are getting real close to breaking. That's what we like. All right, we want to get up here. I think Abercrombie's in pretty good shape. Not too sure after that volley. That volley just looked like it hurt. Yeah, you really got to move up here and close ground on these guys. I know you're going to take some flanking fire, but we have bigger fish to fry. Unfortunately, Abercrombie's probably not going to do great in that trade. Alright, we're going to continue moving and shooting since we have, I think, yeah, well, I was going to say that we're not that tired. And we shouldn't be that tired, but we're actually more tired than I thought. Would it move faster if we just gave you an attack order there? Maybe. Here, we'll do the same with these guys. Alright, so we did get around here. That is some fantastic news. There is this brigade in the back. That's going to be the target for our actual brigade of our actual division of 2 brigades. We're going to try to get the group back here. We're going to try to get these 2 brigades to break that one, and then we're going to try to get these 2 brigades to break this one. We really got to move up, though. Really, really. Alright, Kime is our man, so let's move the man up. Where's the rest of our force here? Alright, they're going up here to actually engage the right, which that works for me. This force back here does absolutely nothing for us, but I see these guys are kind of wavering, so we want to get in on them as fast as we can. .8 casualties, that's what we like to see in a volley. That means we are doing work. I did not know about that. That might change things a bit. Okay, this looks good. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I like this a lot. Let's see if we can push up here. Let's see if you guys can push up here. They are falling back, so they're going to take a morale penalty for falling back under fire. I don't love taking those shots from skirmishers. Sorry, Negley. Sorry. Alright, and they broke them, so that is pretty huge. I think we then send these guys maybe to try to do that. That way we can get 3-on-1 there, and we'll get a 3-on-1 here. And that should ensure that we win all these contests. Alright, let's just turn quickly here and get on them. Alright, we'll nurse them along. I don't want them to go tired. It's still early war. I don't think unless we get it through routes, I don't think we're going to get the prestige back on the division we got. But that's probably a number of factors there, which is that it's low morale on both sides. Come on, move up. Alright, there is this other brigade I see here now. Abercrombie, it's rough, I get it. Oh, and there's artillery back here. Alright, so we're going to get up in that creek and get on them. We're going to get down in this creek and get on these guys. And I think with an attack order, they should move up pretty quickly. Alright, these guys have a full head of steam here. Alright, I don't know what's up with those guys. Alright, but we are sweeping the left so far, but they do have... I mean, not all those units are broke. Yeah, I mean, at least 3 of them are in good shape, and they're backed up by artillery, so this is no gimme. I'd say just ignore the skirmishers and let's go. Let's get ourselves a nice view here. And these are Union boys here, as butternut as they may appear. .4 casualties in a volley? That, uh-oh. They didn't like whatever was happening there. But we gotta keep the pressure on. Can't let up here. Try to get some flanking fire on them. Alright, these guys have completely fallen off here. We need to move them up. Actually, oh, did they just route? No, but they are very close to routing. Alright, if we can finish them off, we can then turn these 2 brigades against that one and get our Springfield muskets in against them. I need to move myself up. I guess because I moved myself manually, the rest of the battle, I have to remember to move myself. Alright, that wasn't my mistake. That was not artillery. The way the smoke puffs turned out, I really thought it was. Alright, so we're just going to go 2-on-1 and hope... Alright, and we got the route there. And so now we're going to order a bunch of 2v1s. 2v1 here. Is this unit not broken? They aren't. They really looked broken. Alright, let's get the route on them, and let's just fix our facing here. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's rough. A lot more troops over here than I thought. Let's try to move up. As much as possible here. I think Negley's going to have to eventually move back. I'm not sure why we can't do that. They had a good volley. Even though they're shooting uphill. Come on, these guys have got to break. Got to. Alright, and they finally did. So, that is huge, because that means we can move up here. Now these guys are free to move over here and actually finish that 2v1. You know what? Over here, maybe it's a hold and make them run into us. Baker's having a good day. And I'm thinking we went up too far. Well, that might be the end of Abercrombie. I don't know. It looks like there's a lot of CSA down there. Though they're broken, they're wavering, they're not doing too hot. We'll see. Do I want to take over? Let me see if the battle's about to end. Now, the lesson from the last battle is don't spend a bunch of prestige to take over a unit. Win, lose, or otherwise, if the battle's about to end, because it's going to be lost stuff. Alright, so, Abercrombie is here. Cook, the brother of the guy for the CSA, whose name I'm probably always mispronouncing. Alright, so we got a W. And this one went not quite an hour. That's okay. I don't know that we're going to be able to run up the score since we're down to infantry chasing infantry. Usually not that successful. It's certainly not something I would subject you all to. And they broke. I don't know that you actually get any route bonuses after the battle's over. We'll try our luck here. Still looking for my Total War drag, kind of select all and order. Interesting. It looks like it looks like Kime has gone almost under. All right, so now at the division level, I guess. Maybe, I don't know what that is. Some sort of weird thing. They're not acknowledging orders now that the enemy is retreating. Or there's a serious delay. But my guys will. The guys who are in my normal brigade, they are acknowledging orders. I just wonder if we can get the route here. Do we get the plus 10 prestige for it? Tribute, I guess is. These guys are not even shooting. Cadwallader. Well, not the guy I want. Well, I'll take it, man. Total of 364. Like I said, in terms of prestige, I don't know. Probably, well, yeah, my 2 brigades versus the 4 I got. We might have got our prestige back in me a little bit more, but it wasn't a fantastic trade. All right, I know episode 1 went longer than I wanted it to, and so yeah, I'm happy to cut this one in under an hour and to end it on a high note for once. This should mean that we'll recap Frederick, and I think the CSA now should be out of Maryland by the end of 1861. Plus, CSA manpower here has taken quite a bit of hit, and a point I haven't made, I don't think I've made it in either episode so far, is that even though things where we are don't look the best, we've actually pulled back the difference that the CSA started with. The CSA started up almost 10 points on the average of national morale and national support, and yeah, all right, so I don't know that it's that, I don't think it's that close, but it was getting closer. So we'll go find ourselves here, blah, 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 blah. Also, am I closer to promotion after that battle? No, not at all. I guess it's staff and companions that are going to have to push me forward. All right, and I've been kind of cheap on some of the staff there, but and maybe we'll buy some stuff. I guess getting better horses does allow you to move faster, but if we just progress things a bit, we should see what I'm talking about. See, our average morale and support has barely changed, and theirs was about 96, 97, I think, when we started, and now we're pretty much tied. Morale of armies isn't good. Somehow they have more men fielded. I think there might have been a lagged effect that they put in a bunch of recruitment orders, and then it came down. I also have this weird conspiracy that if you start a campaign with certain things like recruit ratios, they don't really change again during campaign. No idea if that's true. Probably not. And sometimes, folks, you just wonder. I mean, I see people on the Steam forums whining about this, and like they're just saying troops retreat through them to their own territory. That made absolutely no sense. But that's their problem. When they eventually rally, they should be out of supply and readiness, and maybe ripe for destruction. But as Division Commander, we won't have too much to say in that. I enjoyed this one. It ended on a much higher note than the first episode, and look forward to be able to bringing you more of these in the future.